Hey friends, Billy from LM Cases here, and today we are going to take a look at our L14-30 D21 power distro. So, this particular power distro, as the name implies, is designed for a two-phase application. This is an L14-30 in and an L14-30 out. That means we have two hots, a neutral, and a ground. So this particular distro follows along the same format that all of our D-series power distros use. So if you're wondering how our code system works here, D is for distro, 2 shows the phases that are available, and 1 would be the first distro in the series. So D, distro, 2, two-phase, 1. This is our first distro in the two-phase series. So the way that this works is, like I said before, we have a recessed male inlet that has two hots, a neutral and a ground. Behind the flange here, we have two LEDs that show you when your two hot legs are present. On the front of this here, we do have a linked output. This is wired directly to this so that your breakers or any of the load that you have on the back of this doesn't affect the output. So if you have several systems linked together, you can link them together. The wiring on the back end of this is all 10 gauge, just in case you're curious. On the front here, we do have a auxiliary power outlet that has its own dedicated 5 amp pop breaker. This again is just for just basic courtesy power. So if you want to charge your phone, you have a USB-A, you have a USB-C, and you have two duplex outlets. So, you know, plug your laptop, your phone, any of that kind of stuff in. You can do this if this is in the bottom of your amp rack, which is nice. So if you're running, you know, amp rack management software or anything like that, you have a good place to plug this in. The system in general is controlled by these two 20 amp hydraulic breakers. We use Airpax breakers here. We really like these a lot because when they trip, when they're in a fault, it's very, very obvious. So if the system is tripped, if you've overdrawn a circuit, it shows you very clearly, or if you want to use this as a master power, or you want to use this as switches for your system, you can do that. So the interesting thing about a two-phase distro is this offers a little bit more flexibility in terms of powering systems. For those of you familiar with North American power, industrial buildings get three-phase. Your house will get a split phase, meaning that if you measure across the two legs, you get 240. If it's a three-phase system, as an example, measuring across two legs is 208. Obviously, that has to do with the transformer available in a residential application. But where that gives you here is that if you need to use a dryer plug, which is a 1430R, that would be the traditional dryer plug that you would see, you can still power devices like this. So if you're doing smaller venues that maybe don't have real three-phase power, if it's a residential kind of application or a light commercial building that doesn't have three-phase power, chances are you will be able to deal with something like this. I mean, each one of your legs would be either side of a bus bar. You can power this with very easily commercially available adapters. I think you can get really simple molded L14-30 to regular 1430 adapter cables on Amazon for like 25 bucks. So this may offer you that. Again, if you'd like us to build you one, we can build you a more expensive version. But at the time of shooting, I don't have that. I should probably post that. But anyway, this gives you a little bit more flexibility so that if you had something, say a three-phase distro, it would be a little bit more difficult to find that. If you're a DJ or you're a small band doing weddings and that kind of thing, three-phase power is generally not available there, and this may be a little bit more common available outlet to you that you can maybe adapt and get into this world. So on the back of this, we do have this split up into X and Y. These are each of the legs. You get 3 Edison outlets per leg. Again, nothing really special there. So if you are wondering, this is a 30 amp rated inlet. These are 20 amp rated breakers. We need to match the breaker to the receptacle on the back. In entertainment world, the 30 amp flavor is a little bit more common. We also do keep the 20 amp versions of these receptacles in stock, so the cutout for each one of these is the same. So if you do want to have this in a L5 or L14-20 instead of an L14-30, just make a note in your order and we can swap that out for you. So on the back, again, we have 3 duplex outlets per leg. And then one of the other things that I like to do with our distro design is you never know what you have to plug in, and sometimes you either want something to be locking or you may not have another power cable available. So I do like to just kind of throw the kitchen sink at distros whenever possible. And the kitchen sink mentality does give you a Powercon and a True1. So this will solve a problem for you if you need to say, I need to plug one more thing in, and all I have is a Powercon, or all I have is a True1, or oh God, I forgot a power cable and all I have is a True1 link cable or something like that. I like throwing these things in there because it can kind of save you for that. The other reason that I started putting Powercons on is there's a Furman product that I like called a Furman plug lock. And basically what that is it's a 5-outlet power strip, and it has a little hoop on it to put larger things like wall warts and things like that on there. And I like that because not only does it have the little mounting hoop, but it also has mounting tabs. So if you're building an amp rack or something like that, or a video rig or something, you can screw the power strip in and not have to worry about it. And one of the things that what I would do, and I still do with installs and that kind of stuff, is cut the Edison end off and put a Powercon on. So obviously you can do that too. But again, I just take the kitchen sink mentality of if I have some real estate in here, I might as well throw some connectors on, because you never know if there's a gig that you forgot your cable, or you need to save yourself or make something happen. If somebody gives you something, can you plug this in? You have that available option. Construction on this is the same for all of our distro products. The front face is made out of 1/8 inch black anodized brushed aluminum. The back box is made out of 063, which is 16th inch aluminum. It's all, again, brushed. All of the labels are white laser etched. This is 2 rack spaces tall. So if you'd like to buy this, or I should say, if you'd like to buy the power cable that goes with this, you can buy that from lmcasesonline.com. There will be a link in the description. We have these available in increments 1 through 20 or by the foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 through 20 are up to the foot, and 20 to 100 feet go in 5-foot increments. So that allows you to get a custom cable for this. If you want your organization name or your company name or whatever on there, we can do a custom heat shrink cable for that. So if you're buying this and you like to buy the power cable, you can buy that from us as well. We keep connectors and raw cable in stock, so we can generally accommodate orders for cabling in a day or so. We do keep all that, like I said, we keep all that stuff in stock, and they're fairly easy to build, so we usually expedite that on the web store. If you have any questions about this or anything else in the LM multiverse, you can send me an email, billy@lmcases.com. If you'd like to buy this distro, the cable, the Furman plug lock, any of that kind of stuff that I mentioned in this video, you can check us out, lmcasesonline.com. As I said previously, all those links are in the description. And if you'd like to see the general goings-on, the daily happenings at LM, you can check us out on Instagram. We are LM_cases. Thanks so much for stopping by. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye.